John Maples, Vice President and General Manager of PepsiCo Incorporated. You have been, and your company has been, passionately supporting SIFE for years. Can you tell me what first drew you to the organization?
Well, it was about recruiting. We have multiple divisions with Pepsi-Cola, Frito-Lay, and Quaker Tropicana Gatorade. So with 180,000 employees, we're always looking for great candidates. So Bruce Nasby, before he was international, talked to me in '97 and '98 and promised me if I'd go to Kansas City, I would get SIFE'd. And I did. And I've been part of SIFE for the last 10 years. And we probably hire about 18 to 20 students through the regionals and the national competition. And they're just energetic, and they come in at a sales associate level, and then they quickly go through our system, whether they end up in sales or marketing or finance or supply chain. So recruiting's a big part. And then the networking. It's best practices with other suppliers I work with. And then it's the customers that are here, Walmart, Sam's, Albertsons, 7-Eleven. So it's just a unique experience to be able to recruit, to network, to meet other suppliers and talk about current issues, and then obviously be with the customer who we're ultimately trying to serve.
Right, so you see many facets about how this fits with your culture at PepsiCo. And what about the students? You said that you got SIFE'd when you saw the SIFE experience. What was it that turned you on about it?
It was amazing that students who, a lot are full-time students, and they're working a job, and then they have time to go out and teach and serve in the community. And what they're doing aligns a lot with the PepsiCo values, with the focus on ethics, with the focus on sustainability, with the focus on free enterprise and the capitalist system. And it's just, it's energetic to see these students who are doing so much for their school, for their community, and then a lot of them are doing things globally.
Mm-hmm. Your company has been involved with SIFE for more than a quarter of a century. So what have you seen and the company's seen as far as where SIFE has come and where it's going? Where can you go together with SIFE?
Right. Well, it's been exciting because obviously to see it just expand across the United States and now globally, and so PepsiCo's globally, so we actually now have networked. We're a World Cup sponsor, and so we've contacted our country heads, and they're actually working with local SIFE reps there too for, again, the same reasons. How do we recruit locally from the colleges across the world? I think we're in 11 countries working together. So it's just been really neat to see the growth spread under Alvin's leadership, and we've gone from, I think it was just the director on the board to now we're the friend extraordinaire because the value that we see and how we're trying to give back to SIFE.
Mm-hmm. It seems like such a good business decision. How
Absolutely.
About from a personal standpoint? How is this a good personal decision for you?
Oh, I'm so excited. I try to do 3 or 4 regionals, and then I always go to the U.S. Expo. And it's just, you talk to the students, whether it's at the lunch when they are asking you about how they can interview, some tips and things that, you would talk to them about PepsiCo. And then at lunch, after lunch, I always go over to our recruiting fair. Mm-hmm. And we have all 3 divisions. So today we had Frito, and we had Pepsi, and we had Quaker Tropicana Gatorade. And to see the students come up, and they're so prepared, they have resumes, they have business cards, they're dynamic, and they all want to know, tell me about the company and what you're doing. And they all have about sustainability, green initiatives, opportunities. It's not how much you're paying, it's tell me about the chance where I can succeed, and does this place fit with the values and who I'm going to bring my full self to work.
And that's great advice for the students that are coming here to perhaps be recruited. Do you have any advice for them?
Absolutely follow up. We'll probably get 200 resumes here, and we try to write down notes, and then we give everybody brochures. So follow back up after the competition's over and the dust settled. If we talk to you about an internship, call us about the internship. Send us an email. I try to give every student I talk to my business card, and that little separation with the follow-up. Great to meet you. I'm interested. Please, contact me at this number for opportunity XYZ.
And although you may not want to share these students with others, what would you tell a colleague that hasn't seen SIFE yet?
It's the best HR function. Instead of paying a recruiter 25% or hiring a full-time staff person to try to work, you can pick areas with colleges you want. You can go to the regional areas to recruit, and a lot of our region Frito offices do that. So for what we're doing with board of director funding, it's like a HR company. There's also the HR career fairs, and I know twice a year, I think in January and July, we attend those and share best practices. But I would encourage the other suppliers. It's just a great way to network and bring in internships, people for ad hoc projects, marketing consulting, and then ultimately employees that will go through our system and be our future leaders.
John, thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Thank you.